Hello and welcome to LiamLoveLight. If you're new to this channel, welcome, and if you're coming back again, a very warm welcome back to you, and thank you for joining. Well, this is a very interesting time at the moment. We're during the holiday period here, and I'd like to wish everyone a very, very happy Christmas, a very, very happy and prosperous 2017, and may it be your best year yet. 2016 has been a very challenging year for everybody, and let's use this knowledge and wisdom to move forward in our lives and build an even better future for ourselves. This will be my last video for LiamLoveLight. Certainly moving up into 2016 here, it's the last of my videos now that completes a full year of me doing LiamLoveLight as a channel, and talking about the new moons and the full moons and the astrology behind it, inducting you about the goddess energies, the ascended masters, the angelic realms, the archangels, and the beings of love and light, and how to really connect into our hearts. So I will from time to time be doing spontaneous videos, so do look out for those, but I won't be after this video doing any more. I've put a year's work into LiamLoveLight, and it's time now for me to move forward and venture onto new pastures green for myself. So I'm going to be doing new things, and there's lots of things ahead of me, so I'm sure you wish me very well in my future endeavours, and I too wish you a very, very happy 2017. And I hope that whatever you've learned here, you're able to pass on and use to embrace life even more, embrace your true self even more, and really live from the heart through heart consciousness. So I'm going to get into what we're here for today, and that is the new moon in Capricorn. Now, the new moon in Capricorn, I'll come on to that in just a moment, which comes to us on the 28th of December and the 29th of December, depending on where you are in the world. But before I move straight into that, I just want to tell you about what's going on in the skies. So, we've got Jupiter in Libra, creating a T-square with Uranus in Aries and Pluto in Capricorn. Now, this is really about, Pluto is of course about transformation. It's about the government, that sort of government energy. The Capricorn, Capricorn energy is very much about structures. Jupiter, of course, is the planet of joy and wisdom and abundance, and it's about expansion. And with the Uranus energy here, which is about awakening and, the mind of God, things coming out of the blue, being thrown out of old patterns, innovation and creativity, we come together with this beautiful T-square here, which will create a lot of changes here. Now, Jupiter is aspecting a square between Uranus and Pluto, and that's going to be around, really, that square is going to be around till April 2017, so we can expect more changes in terms of like that awakening. I mean, it's already started with most of us already, we're fully aware of that, but there's going to be more transformation with that Pluto energy, and more awakening with that Uranus energy moving into April 2017. Jupiter's exacerbating this particular T-square at the moment, but that's not going to be moving into April 2017. But during this period, it is, and through that expansion, we can expect, a lot of changes from within, and really a personal awakenings. Now, if you've got anything from 18 degrees to 21 degrees in any of the cardinal signs, you might want to check out your astrology charts there and actually have a look at where those lie. And that's the signs of Aries, Cancer, Libra and Capricorn. So you can have a look at those and see where that lies, and it'll tell you what sort of awakening that you're going to be going through, what sort of transformation. Is it going to be, in your second house? Is it going to be, in your house of money and, and how you make it? Or is it going to be maybe in your first house of how you come across to the world in your personal appearance? It could be all sorts of things. So have a look at that. Again, you know, I spoke about in my last video, utilising that free website astro.com, which is fantastic for us to actually trace our planets and progressions, to see what's going on. And of course we've got a trine here as well, so that trine's really going to help us out. That's a trine between Saturn and Uranus, which is going to be very, very grounding and will allow those ideas to precipitate, but we can actually go walking with them. So when we find out what sort of awakening we're going to be having here, we'll be able to ground those ideas through that trine energy. We've got Chiron in Pisces, so there's going to be an urge for us to move really towards a community here. Chiron in Pisces is driven by higher principles of love and law, so that's going to be really important during this period as well. We've got Uranus-Pluto square, which will be the challenges to governments and unjust groups. So there's a lot of things that are going on during this time. Now, we've also got the Mercury in retrograde, which of course began on the 20th of December. And that's going to continue now until the 8th of January, where it's going to give us an opportunity of actually going over all the things that we needed to resolve. So it's worth actually having a look at where 28 degrees of Sagittarius is, because that's where it's going to be working. That's where it's going to be finishing. On the 8th of January, and it'll be worth working out where that's actually going to be falling in terms of your chart. But in terms of the Mercury in retrograde, it's about going over what's happening in the 9th house here. So what's happening in your 9th house? Go over that, have a look, and keep moving forward there. Remember, retrogrades are about revisiting, reevaluating, redoing, re-examining. You know, if you can't get to your natal chart, don't worry. Just really have a look at what's going on in your life at the moment and make it very applicable for things that you just need to revisit, reevaluate, redo, re-examine, review. That's it. On the 21st of the month, we had the Capricorn solstice. So that was the winter solstice. Very, very important time there. That's a really powerful time. There was a lot of very, very powerful energies that came through during that time, and that allows us to really realign ourselves with the next 3 months that are coming through. That's why the solstices are so important. The winter one is very important, especially as it's coming towards the end of the year and moving into 2017 here. We've also had Mercury conjunct Pluto, which is the power of words, with Mars aspecting Pluto, which is about stronger power. So all these things have been going on. There's been a lot of activity within the planets going on in the skies during this time. And I feel that with those aspects there's going to be this aspect of us really feeling within ourselves, of letting go of those aspects of us feeling like a victim here. So if there's any victimhood energies that are going on within you, that you've been a victim of something or circumstance or somebody's actions or something like that, this will give us an opportunity of really taking back our power and saying, you know, I own my own power and I take full responsibility for what happens in my life, and through that we enable ourselves to become much more centered with the way that we live our lives, instead of reacting to what's going on outside of ourselves here. Because that's really what all of this is showing to us here. It's about how we live our lives from our center, instead of how we're pushed and pulled by events outside of ourselves. And interestingly enough, at 7 degrees 59 minutes in Capricorn on the 28th at 10:53 p.m. Pacific, we have a new moon in Capricorn. And that's also on the 29th of December at 6:53 a.m. UK time. And of course, new moons are about new beginnings. They're about new opportunities and giving birth to new opportunities for ourselves. And the sun and the moon combined during this period present a new beginning. So where is 8 degrees in Capricorn for you? And that will give an aspect about what you can give birth to, or what indeed, fortuitously, will be giving birth to you. So it's an awakening for you. You know, be open to receive. We're saying that. Be open to receive. because the universe always aligns us to what is appropriate for us at any particular time. Now, we also have on the 29th, the moon becomes exact with Pluto. So this means that there's going to be a light that's going to be shined. And the interesting thing here is because it's aligned with that Uranus, Pluto and Jupiter T-square, it means that this is going to be exacerbated, because when a planet is stationary, it's exacerbated that much more. And Uranus on the 29th is exact. On the 30th, Mars is coming together with Venus, and this is going to be very auspicious because this will be about lots of compassion. So we've got lots of compassion energies coming through. We've got lots of innovation, transformative and awakening energies that are coming through here, which is really going to push us forward onto our destined path here. So there's lots of really exciting things coming, and of course with this new moon as well, it gives us an opportunity of actually putting out new intentions as we move forward. Now, I'm just going to leave for 1 second because I have something I wanted to share with you. Oh gosh, please excuse me, I'm running off this seat. First thing is this. I just wanted to point out that it was Christmas, and we should always remember Jesus Christ during the Christmas period, because Jesus Christ was a very powerful ascended master. He came to teach us about compassion and loving one another, and and seeing ourselves as equals to everybody. So the Jesus Christ energy, the Christ conscious energy, is about opening our hearts up. It's very much what LiamLoveLight has been about. I began this channel because I wanted to be of service to people. I wanted to show people how astrology can actually be really helpful in how we live our everyday lives, and how the planets do have an impact on us, and how we can become much more in our power by being aware of what's happening with the planets, how we can work with those energies so we can become much more empowered and much more heart-centered instead of ego-centered, which is not good, which is very cheap. There's my Gemini energy going again, being silly. Okay, so that was that about Christmas. Crystals of this period, look at these. I mean, this is rose quartz. This is about personal love. It's about loving. This is amethyst. This is about connecting to our higher selves. It's very powerful crystals during this period to use these. You can go to bed with these. They're great. They're, you can do so many things with this. This will really align you to bring yourself back to your core. These are great for new moons as well, because they are about centering ourselves and really bringing ourselves back to our loving self. Amethyst, of course, is a very high vibrating frequency, but it's also great if you've got any insomnia as well. You pop that near your bed and it will help you to really bring your energies together and calm you. It's been used for millions and millions of years in so many different ways, and these are just some examples. That's in a macabre. So that particular sacred geometry, which I haven't spoken so much about in LiamLoveLight, that would have been a lovely thing for me to do, but if you can imagine a shape like that, and millions of these coming out of your head, every direction, spinning, you can spin things out of your energy field or spin things in. So you can let go of all sorts of negativity by spinning macabres, millions of them at a time, into your energy field and out of your energy field in circles and however else you want to. Good sacred geometry there, something to work towards. Maybe you want to research Melchizedek. He's a very powerful ascended master. That's that's well known for sacred geometry there. And see if there's any messages from the angels. So I'm going to call upon Archangel Michael to give a reading for your highest and best, and in the love and light of God, Archangel Michael be with me. Archangel Michael be with me. Archangel Michael, you are with me, and I thank you. What would you like to tell us during this period for the people out there today, as I bring LiamLoveLight to a closure here, just temporarily, as I move forward with my life. Oh, here we go. Anything else, Archangel Michael? Okay, this one and this one. Right, here we go. Brilliant. Okay, so Archangel Michael is telling us here, he's saying to us, really pull back your power during this period. You know, it's really about us really connecting into our center. This is the solar plexus. This is located in the stomach area here. Really aligning ourselves here as we move forward. And it's really important because there's going to be a lot of temptations around here, you know, with all sorts of things. Now, the devil in the traditional tarot deck, or in this one, this is temptation here. This can be anything from lust to overeating to becoming the workaholic. Anything with holic at the end, whether it's work or whether it's something to do with some obsessional behaviour. These are all elements of the darker aspects of ourselves, which is where we become bound to some sort of addiction there. And it's saying that now is the time for really to connect with like-minded individuals, people that make us feel good about ourselves and people that are of a high vibration, because all of this is happening at the moment to help transformation. It's allowing us really to bring our energies back to the place where we need to be, and that's at the core in our own power here. Not looking outside of ourselves for things to validate ourselves or to fill the voids up in our life, but it's to allow ourselves to be free so that we can connect to people that make us feel good and that we can shine our light, so we can always recognize through others. Namaste, the light I see in you is what I recognize in myself, and that's beautiful. So I'm going to thank Archangel Michael for that reading today. Thank you, Archangel Michael. And finally, as I bring everything to a close here, I would like to share a poem with you. And this poem was something I learned a long time ago. In fact, when I started to do a lot of the spiritual work, when I was really at the beginning, I was in a very dark place. And everything in my life seemed to be going wrong. And I remember I found a tutor and I began to learn a little bit about things to do with, you know, studying how to be, you know, aware more of our senses, and, you know, a lot of the things that I talk about in LiamLoveLight, in fact, you know, about how we can, you know, tap into different things so that we're not so in the third dimension, which is just about, you know, experiencing a very dense reality, but about using our upper senses and our heart so that we can experience higher aspects of ourselves. And the tutor that I had at that time finished everything and she gave us this poem, and it had such a profound effect on me because it was just so beautiful that I never forgot it. And I would like to share this poem with you. And it goes like this. It's called, it's unknown actually, but it goes like, this is the name actually, hold on, but it's by an unknown artist. Okay, and it's called People Come Into Your Life for a Reason, a Season, or a Lifetime. When you figure out which one it is, you will know what to do with each person. When someone is in your life for a reason, it is usually to meet a need you have expressed. They have come to assist you through a difficulty, to provide you with guidance and support, to aid you physically, emotionally, or spiritually. They may seem like a godsend, and they are. They are there for the reason you need them to be. Then, without any wrongdoing on your part, or at any inconvenient time, that person will say or do something to bring the relationship to an end. Sometimes they die, sometimes they walk away, sometimes they act up and force you to take a stand. When we realise, what we must realise is that our need has been met, our desire fulfilled, the work is done. The prayer you sent up has been answered, and now it is time to move on. Sometimes people come into your life for a season because your turn has come to share, grow, or learn. They bring you an experience of peace or make you laugh. They may teach you something you have never done. They usually give you an unbelievable amount of joy. Believe it, it is real, but only for a season. Lifetime relationships teach you lifetime lessons. Things you must build upon in order to have a solid emotional foundation. Your job is to accept the lesson, love the person, and put what you have learnt to use in all other relationships and areas of your life. It is said that love is blind, but friendship is clairvoyant. And that's all. I hope that's been helpful for you. So take care of yourselves and take care of each other. I love you from my heart, and I wish you every joy and infinite blessing from my heart to yours. So bye for now and take care of yourself. Bye.